afternoon from the Mall of Asia Arena here in Pasay City, Philippines, as we bring you our main event for today in Season 76 of the UAAP, the Final Four. Let's meet the starters for the squad trying to extend this series into a rubber match this Saturday. Here are the FEU Tamaraws. At forward number 9, Brian Mendoza. Power forward number 12, Mac Bello. Center number 15, Anthony Hargrove. Point guard number 8, R.R. Garcia. And the off guard number 7, Terrence Romeo. The head coach of the Tamaraws is Nash Rosella. And now, riding the string of an 8-game winning run and gunning for the first final seat today, here are the De La Salle Green Archers. Off guard number 17, Elmon Vosotros. At point guard number 19, L.A. Revilla. Center number 7, Arnold.
You're looking at the starters for both La Salle and FEU, brought to you by Hanes, America's leading underwear brand. L.A. Revilla and Vosotros playing alongside each other in the front line. And as you notice, TJ, Van Opsel has already replaced Norbert Torres in that starting lineup. Norbert Torres also has played very well as of late. The front line, really, of La Salle has delivered this year. We see Hargrove back starting for FEU. It's time to start the fun. The last time kasi si Senchu yung nagsimula, di ba?
Correct. So medyo pagtitimpla ito ni Coach Nash Rosella, trying to see which combination can work best for a hot start. And you know, in most of their wins, they've started hot. And they need that. They need a good start. Hindi sila pwede magpa-tambak na naman ng maaga, and they have to come from behind.
Vosotros! Finally! Out of the last 3 games, TJ, he is 0 of 24.
Wow.
The last 3 games. 6 of 38 overall, including the 2-point area. And he breaks his silence in the first possession of his team as a foul is called on Anthony Hargrove.
And yung last game lang, boom, 0 for 9 from beyond the arc. Itong si Vosotros.
Let's check in with Ina Ongsiakro from the DLSU side.
Boom and TJ, the twice to beat advantage is a cushion that any team would be lucky to have, and the De La Salle Green Archers are really focusing on it. And when asked about it, head coach Judo Soler downplays such and just goes straight to the things that they need to work on. He says, we could have done better in the 4th quarter, and we could even do better at closing out games. The focus he and the rest of the team have to constantly improve, and their mentality of just taking it 1 game at a time is definitely a trait that has made the Green Archers successful in their past games. And hopefully, Boom and TJ, it will be what will make them successful again today. Boom and TJ.
Thank you very much, Ina. B superlative, Samson, a Div Book 9 Light. It's PC redefined. TJ, your thoughts on Coach Judo Soler?
Well, he has done an exceptional job of jumping into this role. Remember, late
2 weeks.
2 weeks before the season started, and the pressure, the adjustment, all that combined, I'd already given an A+ regardless. You know, if there were such a thing as Coach of the Year, regardless of how they finish, I think he deserved it, just considering what he had to deal with.
First year coaches against each other, Nash and Juno. Nash Rosella and Juno Soler. Labas-pasok. At labas uli para dun sa tira ng FEU. Revilla shaking off Romeo. Double team on him. Bergens thought about it. Deng rotates to the other side. They want more space for Van Opstel to operate, but it's a turnover and a missed pass by Amo Vosotros as we check in with Judy Sarrell, this time from the FEU side.
Dalawang araw ng matinding paghahanda. Yan nga ang ginawa ng FEU Tamaraws para sa muling paghaharap nila ngayong araw ng DLSU Green Archers. Ayon sa kanila, talagang nag-focus sila sa pag-aaral ng game plan at sa mga adjustments both on offense and defense. na inilatag sa kanila ng FEU coaching staff. Sabi nga ni Coach Nash Salle, we did prepare for today. All I'm hoping is we execute well. If last game they have very open looks, then today, the idea is to challenge that. Well, aside from the coaches ay bumisita din sa team practice, si Marcus Dautet na parte ng national team para kausapin at magsilbing inspirasyon na din sa FEU boys. Women TJ mukhang kukulangan na isang report para maikwento ko ang preparasyon ng Tamaraws para sa laban ngayon. Pero lahat daw ng ito ay nangangahulugan lang na ang FEU lalaban at pipiliting magka-game 2. That's all for now, Women TJ.
Marami pa tayong oras, Judy, at babalikan nga namin mamaya-maya. Be superlative, Samsung Atib, Book 9 Lite, it's PC redefined. The sense of urgency, that's the point of Judy Zarrell's report right there as Vosotros, this is his last 2. Hot start for FEU here. 7-3, Romeo against Revilla from the elbow. That's off to the right. Vosotros with a rebound. Remember in that last game, FEU decided to collapse on the inside of Salle, which opened up the three-point shooting of the LSU.
They were double-teaming a lot, especially on itong si Jason Perkins. I asked him before the game, do you feel like you were double-teamed every time? He goes, pretty much. Every touch he had, there was a double-team around him, and he still was able to do his damage and scored a bunch of points. In fact, he finished with 14 points, 7 rebounds.
It'd be interesting, the adjustment defensively for FEU in this game. Great taste white, grade 3. Our coffee is white. Great taste white. R.R. Garcia. Perfect combination. Pure Foods tender, juicy chicken cheese hot dog. Macbello finishing that one. Balik tayo dito sa live action. Tapik. And it will stay with FEU with a fresh shot clock. 7-3, 6:37 to play. An elimination game for the team that swept the first round. Imagine that, the dream start. I thought that's the best start that you could ever have for any team. And then all of a sudden, you are in an elimination game.
Who would have thought, no? I mean, with what they had and the big run, a 7-0.
Look at the wrestling match. A substitution brought to you by Smart Music.
Foul. Good call by the ref.
Where music lives.
It's both Perkins and they both refused to let go of their arms. It's Cruz. Kakapasok ni Carl Cruz.
McDonald's hits in slow-mo, catching that one. Spice up your day with a new McSpicy. 6:34. Coach Nash Salle has to steer this team. Twice to beat disadvantage. Haynes America's leading underwear brand. Bringing you the players on the floor. Another foul, and it will be called on Anthony Hargrove, which will signal the entry of Christian Senchu here.
That's 2 quick fouls.
Coach Eric Gonzalez, assistant coach Eric Gonzalez, trying to tell Anthony Hargrove there what he did wrong. And obstacle against Cruz.
Another foul. Wow, that's 3 in a row in this possession. If you count the double foul that was on Cruz. So now Cruz has 2 fouls. At biglang penalty na kaagad itong FEU dahil dyan. But that's also an indication, Boom, of how much more intense and aggressive their defense is today compared to the last game. In that first entry pass attempted earlier that was stolen, there was a great challenge by Garcia, pressure the ball passer, and there was a nice front by Hargrove, which they have to come hand in hand. If you're going to front, there has to be good ball pressure on the ball handler trying to attempt that pass. And so far, they're in sync. You can't just have 1 or 2 guys playing intense defense. They have to be all 5 guys on the floor communicating and in sync.
Man Upsall comes up short on both tries in a jump situation. Possession arrow points to FEU, if I'm not mistaken.
No, LaSalle. So they keep possession again.
Check that, yep. 2 short free throws by the graduating. Ganun lang. Guys like Vosotros and Man Upsall are already graduating. Dang. Against the graduating Rian Mendoza. Dang. Still with possession. A lot of time.
Almost a 5-second violation.
All crossover by Revilla. Puts it up and in.
And the finish against the 6'11 Senchu. What a gutsy move.
Romeo just maneuvering and creating space for himself there.
That's one thing he has to realize. Even in the last game, most of the time, magkasabay sila. Revilla was the one guarding him. He's smaller. Don't settle for jumping, taking jump shots outside. Take him inside.
And Upson comes up short on the hook. Well, that's always been the criticism of Romeo's shot selection.
Oh, yeah.
And decision making. Kit Kat break. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Abante mo ang FEU ng 4. Nagbabalik po ang UAAP Season 76 mula po sa Mall of Asia Arena dito po sa Pasay City. May mga nagtatanong, TJ sa Twitter, kung paano sila makapanood live stream, uaapsports.tv po.
Ganun lang kasimple.
Pinati na nga natin off the air kanina. Yung mga
nakikinig through the live stream.
Paul Sanga, a sharpshooter from FEU, in attendance here to watch his team with already 4 field goals, TJ, so far in the first 4.5 minutes here in the game. And I only highlight that because in the previous game, they had 4 field goals the whole first quarter.
Wow.
When they came up with 11 points, LaSalle had 18.
And dun sila talaga nag-struggle to get the rhythm offensively early in that first quarter in the first game.
Ano naman, Coach Nash Rosella, 2 more player of the game, brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. Coach Nash Rosella, very controversial words with the press and our sports writers as we look at our Yellow Cab big move. Celebrate great times with Yellow Cab. Delivery hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. He said that LaSalle is the new Ateneo. And he said that in the context of the possibility of LaSalle coming up with a few titles in the next few years because of their depth and because of the program and because of their renewed support, management-wise and alumni-wise.
Very interesting. Pero that puts a lot of pressure on Juno Soler. Tatapatan mo ba ang Norman Black? Kasi of course Norman came in with his record already with what he has done in his career.
Yeah. The thing about Coach Juno Soler, I think one thing that he's proved this year is that he takes everything, with a grain of salt.
Yeah. And he treats every game one game at a time.
Yeah, one game at a time.
He doesn't over-exaggerate the situation with the streak, whether it's dominance or whatever you call it.
Vosotros, court 3 off to the left. 11-9 is the score, 4:18 remaining. Colombia could not handle the pass. Too much mustard on that one. Here's Romeo. A good-looking master-winning move. Lose the oil, win the game with master. Put your game face on. Nissin Yakisobang move by Perkins. Brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Yakisoba sarap. 4:06 to play.
Oh, risky pass there. Well read.
Revilla taking it back. Tang 3-on-2 on the other end. Jeron Tang drawing a foul.
And again, the slashers of LaSalle showing no respect or no fear for the 6'11" Christian Century.
How about Revilla with the turnover? Binawi ka agad.
Tough bang as well, and he hit the side of our ad boards here.
Saves it to Vosotros. He was the one who made the entry pass to Van Opstal, which was faulty. And McDonald's instant slow-mo spice up the day with the new McSpicy. How about this? Jeron Teng, first round shooting 37%, close to 38 from the free throw line. Second round, he's up to 62%. And that's not the only, aspect of his game that has improved numbers-wise, but obviously we highlight that because that is a favorite topic of a lot of people.
Pati sa crunch time.
In crunch, I was just about to say, didn't you mention that?
Yeah.
That nag-improve talaga siya doon. Romeo, short, the tap, goes to Teng. Nangunguna si Thomas Torres. No numbers for LaSalle, but Torres will wait for more teammates. By the way, we've already had 11 field goals for both teams. Make that 12th attempt. For LaSalle, they are 5 out of 12.
That just goes to show you, Boom, the kind of pace that we have right now. Up-tempo basketball. Very rarely do you see the shot clock going below, 10 seconds before the team takes a shot.
Actually, both teams now are 5 out of 12 after that Romeo shot. So, very similar. 13-11, LaSalle has quietly taken over the lead. LaSalle wins today, they go to the finals. If FEU wins today, magkikita-kita tayo lahat sa Sabado. Kasama na rin ang mga taga-UST at NU dyan. Pag-usapan natin yung schedule na yan mamaya. In the meantime, another misfire from LaSalle. Colombia, the handoff to Romeo is up against Torres. Romeo sets up Bogoy for 3, gets it to go.
Nice assist by Romeo, who only had 1 assist in last game. So it's a big challenge for him to get his teammates involved early on here today.
And our fourth lead change of the game right away. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. We're back with you here at the Mall of Asia Arena for the Final Four match between Wise to beat PLSU and FEU, the number 3 seed, Spiderweb.
Web
in attendance, and there will be a lot of them scattered in this audience here at the Mall of Asia Arena. 8-game winning streak for LaSalle. They started out 3-4 in the first round.
What a great turnaround that they've had since then.
Tang, that spin, door slam, 5 on the shot clock. Vosotros launches a 3. LaSalle is 2 out of 7 from beyond the arc here in the first quarter. Colomia, oh, his own spin is rejected though by, I believe it was Salle or Van Opsel. We'll check that later. In the meantime, atake ni Torres draws a foul.
Patuloy pa rin yung pag-atake ng guards, slashers ng LaSalle in the paint. No matter who's there for FEU.
Jaron Tang able to get it up and in. PS Bank maasahan assist from Van Opstal. Simple lang mag-ipon. Sa PS Bank, open a savings account now. Torres will shoot 2 free throws. Fubu fearless shot for us by us. Fubu International. Terrence Romeo scoring 4 points so far. Garcia with 5. Vosotros leads LaSalle with 5 and Tang with 4. The depth of guards, as DJ mentioned, with Torres there. Kim Montalvo had some great moments also in the second round. 14 all. That is our second deadlock of the game. 2-minute mark of our first quarter. Para sa mga nanonood ng ating replay, on Ball's Sky Cable Channel 34 and Destiny 36, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Pangalawang press na yan ng FEU now. In the previous matchup, they were 0 of 8 in the first quarter. Today, they have 2 already in this first.
And interestingly, those 2 have not come from a guy named Terrence Romeo, who likes to take most of the 3-point attempts.
It was from Cruz and from Pogoy. Double crossover. Tough shot. Vosotros, after that triple, has now struggled. Pogoy could not, or Cruz could not field the Pogoy pass.
Very offensive-minded si Almond Vosotros today, right? To start this game. Already with 8 attempts. Already 8 attempts today. 2 out of 8.
Great taste white, grade 3 is what you saw. Our coffee is white, great taste white. Torres and Norbert Torres now in the game. Salem for 3, overshoots that one. Amati na tatlo ang FEU. Pogoy sets up Cruz. A bang in the bucket.
That's one of the advantages of having Pogoy as your small forward or power forward. If he rebounds the ball, he can start the break as well. He's got the ball handling abilities.
Cruz had something to say to Thomas Torres too. A wishy oh wow moment of the game. Open up to everyday surprises. Look at that. A little stare down.
And a smile.
Reply by Thomas Torres. Well, Coach Nash also said that he felt they were bullied by LaSalle in that first game. And he doesn't say that in a negative way. He meant, you know, they just got out-hustled, out-positioned, everything. The 50-50 balls were won by LaSalle. He just felt like they were bullied, quote-unquote, in that game. And they're going to have, they have no choice today but to fight back.
Jaron Tang with the offensive rebound there, a putback. He had 10 rebounds in the last game.
Correct.
Actually, a double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds.
Garcia off to the left with a 3. 19-16. Couple of plays here for these two teams, barring any hitch. Then a pass and Perkins getting ready to come back in. Tang with possession against Pogoy. Salem providing the pick. So they have Cruz on Tang. Tang attacks. Sets up Norbert Torres. With 7 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, what will Garcia do? Garcia sets up Cruz! What spectacular assists and spectacular conversions by both LaSalle and FEU to end this first quarter, TJ.
What a pass there. Both leaders of these teams coming out with great drive and drop situations to end the exciting and intense competitive first quarter.
Jollibee champ of the quarter is Jeron Teng with that tip in, and then the assist earlier to end the quarter. Big Burger goodness like no other, but Garcia with his assist to Cruz to bring us to 21-18. Abante ng tatlo ang Far Eastern University. Nagbabalik po ang UAAP Season 76. Nandito po tayo live mula sa Mall of Asia Arena. Abante ng tatlo ang FEU, 21 points, and that's 10 more than their output in the previous game.
And not just that, the quality of the shots as well. 47% shooting right now compared to 25% in that first quarter of the last game. 5 assists now, 2 assists down in the first quarter in the last game. So they're playing much better as a team. It's a team effort, hot start for them so far. That's a great sign for them.
That's really a tough start for FEU, that last game. It was really uncharacteristic actually when you think about it, as Romeo drew the foul rather on Thomas Torres.
Tawag nga dun sa larong kalye, gulpe de gulat. Unahan mo talaga, first quarter pa lang, unahan mo na at mas na-maintain ng LaSalle yung aggressiveness.
They got the crowd going too as we look at a Supreme moment brought to you by Lucky Me Supreme. Live Supreme. Last 7 points of FEU were off Carl Cruz. So he's made an impact here in this game. He's also provided some toughness and some swagger for this FEU squad. Although right now he's on the bench as Torres will move to the bench. Kip Montalvo in for the first time to join De La Paz, Perkins, Norbert Torres, and Jeron Teng. 23-18. Perkins, offensive rebound, triple team on him. I think he traveled. Yes, he did. Referees Jenard Garcia, Hector Villanueva, and Ramon Santiago para dito sa laban na ito.
Perkins, not a hot start today compared to the last game, only with 2 points so far, but he has had 3 rebounds, and you know the FEU is going to continue to show that kind of respect towards him.
And nakita sa atin McDonald's since at slow-mo, spice up your day with the new McSpicy, and they counter traveling in fraction. McDonald's instant slow-mo showing that. Spice up your day with the new McSpicy. Montalvo, Perkins, Teng asking for it. Perkins bullies his way through, uses the glass, nothing there. Torres gets it back, puts it up and in. Brute strength by both Perkins and Torres.
Di ata napapansin ng LaSalle na halos 7 feet yung tangkad ni Senchu, no? Wala lang. They just don't care, no matter how long and how tall he is.
Romeo getting the foul from Kim Montalvo. Look at that. Torres then just puts it up off the glass. 23-20, a Yaki Sobrang move brought to you by Nissan Yaki Soba. Yaki Sobrang sarap. Garcia, Bello, Mendoza, and Senchu. We go to Ina Ongsiako right now. Ina.
Movement TJ coach Juno Salle commends the boys on making good decisions on offense. He says that he likes that nothing's on the hurry and that everything's controlled. Now he wants that on defense, it's important to clog the paint. He says protect the paint, not the perimeter. Lastly, he reminds everyone in the team to not trash talk. He says that we already have a warning. And he says that you already know what to do, so just focus on the things you can control and leave everything be. Movement TJ.
Great point. Thank you, Ina Ongsiako, for the Samsung Courtside Update. Be superlative, Samsung Atip, Book 9 Lite. It's PC redefined. Coach Juno trying to keep his team, the heads of his players in the game, not distracted by other stuff that is going on. Romeo squeezes through, forces the issue.
Nothing happening. No foul drawn, no offensive foul drawn as well. Good non-call by the refs. And that's the kind of defense you have to put up against him if you're the bigs of LaSalle.
Arcada code of the game. Loyalty is key. Kada bonding, chippy. 23-20. Almost 2 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Perkins to Teng. Triple team on him. They collapse. De La Paz for 3. No! And a foul be called on an FEU Tamaraw, I think it will be on
Stay
Bello.
here.
And now Perkins and Bello have something to say to Sweet Nothing. You know, it's always going to be like this. When you face each other many times, especially when the stakes are high, there is going to be an element of dislike
Naiinis ka na rin talaga
as
eh.
the games go
Correct.
on. Eh.
Whether madumi o hindi yung kalaban mo, it's just irritating to see them over and over again.
Let's check in with Judy Sarrell this time.
Women TJ, pinuri nga ni Coach Nasha Salle ang energy na ipinakita ng FEU Tamaraws nung first quarter. Ayon sa kanya, they did a very good job sa umpisa ng labang ito, kaya dapat lang ipagpatuloy sa mga susunod pang quarter. Winarning nga naman ni Coach ang FEU boys at sinabi, hindi pa sila halos naglalabas ng players nila, kaya expect natin na ngayong quarter magbibigay sila. We just have to keep on attacking. Also, humiling rin si Coach na tigilan na ang unnecessary fouls, pero dapat i-make sure pa din nila na they will have a hard time in making a pass.
Tama ka, Judy. Magandang energy ang pinakita ng FEU and it's positive energy too. Be superlative, Samsung at Tim, Book 9 Live, it's PC redefined. Teams can show a lot of energy any other part of the game, but there's a certain kind of energy that your coach requires.
Saka yung focus energy, hindi yung bara-barang energy lang.
Montalvo this time for 3, gets it to go!
Reminiscent to what they did a lot in that last game, hitting 11 three-pointers, drive and kick out. The quality of the three-pointers of LaSalle have been different from FEU. Sa LaSalle, mostly coming off assists.
All right. Cruz na naman! Mainit ang kamay! 10 puntos na si Carl Cruz!
Off the bench, Carl Cruz showing us scoring from different parts of the floor, from the outside, from the inside, playing tough defense inside as well.
FEU, the #1 bench scoring team in the league. Cruz is 4 out of 4 by the way.
Ni Cruz.
Showing a lot of energy. Yan ay pinapakitang energy. Colombia, umatake. Teardrop. Doesn't get the roll. Tampos comes in and gets a rebound. Vosotros back to Montalvo. They settle down. Perkins all day to shoot a 3. Tampos gets it but loses it to Colombia. 26-23, 6:15 remaining. Carl Cruz has not missed from the field and has provided a lot of defensive energy too. Colombia picks it up with 10 to shoot. Colombia sets up the senior Mendoza, who comes up short. The tap goes to LaSalle, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, and our camera guys have to dive away from contact there. He's okay.
Hazards of the job.
Kasama na yan. Pati si Boss Danding, muntikan eh. He's right there in the corner.
Okay, I think we all need this one. 6 minutes to play. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. We're back with you for more of the Final Four action between LaSalle and FEU. Live on Studio 23. Live streaming on UAAPsports.tv in high definition and Balls HD. Channel 167. I see Coach Franz Pabanin somewhere in that group. 26-23, as we said, 5:50 to play and a foul by R.R. Garcia. I did mention earlier in the pregame, DJ, as we look at this, great taste white, great 3. Our coffee is white, great taste white. Then, Dumar player of the game brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. That is his 3rd triple of the season. Talking about the Ilonggo kid Montalvo. I mean, R.R. Garcia just wanted a shot, a fair shot in terms of his body. He felt like he was 100% healthy, so he wanted to give it a go one more year as compared to last year. Ankle problems, his first ever experience of an ankle sprain, so he felt like it wasn't fair for him to go out that way. He wanted to come back and make a run with Terrence Romeo side by side. Even amidst all the talk that they can't play together. Colombia. Oh, nice pass.
Gorgeous pass.
And Cruz, 5 out of 5.
Sa kalabi, buenas din si Cruz ng mga assist passes. 3 of those shots, Boom, have come right under the basket, wide open. But you have to give him credit for moving well without the ball, putting himself in the right position at the right time also.
5 assists for FEU, 28 points so far for them. Cool and clean steal of the game. Brought to you by C2 Red Tea and C2 Iced Tea. Healthy sarap. Great with meals. Perfect combination. Pure Food Standard Juicy Chicken Cheese Hot Dog. Al Cruz, 5 out of 5. 5 assists. for the team with 19 basketball men's titles.
6 assists na pala.
6 assists na.
And remember, they're the #1 assisting team as well. 15.3 a game.
Vosotros underneath the
3
Perkins.
seconds na yan. Medyo matagal na yan. Namamahay na yan ang tawag yan. Nagtayo na ng bahay at ng kondo.
Kumampo.
Kumampo. Medyo masyado na matagal.
5-point lead. That is the biggest lead of either team.
That's how tight it has been.
And in the previous game, TJ, I think FEU only led once the whole game.
And we've had 4 lead changes already.
Colombia again. Anticipated by Vosotros, pero nahuli. 9 on the shot clock. Colombia crossing over. Sets up Mendoza for 3. That's sharp. Too sharp and too short. Revilla. Also playing in his last year.
That's right. So you can imagine what's inspiring him as well to try to bring Salle back to the finals.
Yun na nga yung tinanong sa kanya ni Inaom Siako kanina sa interview. It's great defense by FEU so far, TJ. Oh! And
Except
a bailout foul.
Except there, maganda yung fake ni LA, and he got the momentum of RR to run into him with 1.8 seconds left on the shot clock.
Nike power rebound of the game. Nike play like it's still summer. Vosotros, who has struggled in these last 4 games. We thought he would snap out of it already after that first triple, but still nothing after that. Villa, in the meantime, obliges and says, "We got you." There's Thomas Torres, and then there's Skip Montalvo too, contributing to this point guard play of this very deep LaSalle team.
Sa dami na ng point guard, most of the time, they're also opted to play 2 guard.
Yeah.
Pinagsasabay sila. Like right now, you've got Vosotros and Revilla, both legitimate point guards together on the court. And we've seen a lot of that this year, especially in the second round.
3-point lead. Garcia, Vosotros chasing him. Macbello from his favorite spot gets it to go.
He's got that stroke, and that's one luxury of FEU to play the pick and pop, not the pick and roll, because Bello can pop out and drill the 3.
And he likes that spot, the 2 quarter court sides and top of the circle.
Correct.
He really likes that. Teg crossing over. Hargrove. Hargrove stays with him.
Big block there. Great timing.
Hargrove playing with 2 fouls, remember. Bogoy, another traveling. That's probably, what, the 4th this game?
Marami na. Mga turnovers via traveling.
33% from that area. Macbello for a 3. To give them their biggest lead of the game. 31-25. Ito naman ang ating PS Bank. Ayun kanina yung maaasahan assist. Ito muna, Bostic Kapal, king of the game, brought to you by Bostic Super Bulkasil. 6 seconds. Revilla inside. Perkins, a double team, a quick double team. Double spin, but they lose time on the clock.
And this has been consistent. FEU has had that much respect for Perkins. Even in the first encounter, they kept double teaming every touch of the ball. Look at that. And this time, nowhere to go for Perkins when he got doubled.
Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. 31-25 DLSU. 9 turnovers in the game so far. 31-25 is our score. FEU in the lead. That's the biggest lead of the game. We've had 3 deadlocks, 4 lead changes. FEU responding so far here in the first half, especially from a defensive standpoint.
Yep, they've come together so far defensively as a team today.
Dang.
Look at that. What a tough play. Just not giving up. Itong si Perkins.
I don't know how he got that rebound.
Width. Shoulder width.
31-25. Let me correct myself. LA Revilla has another playing year next year.
Okay.
Because he was sidelined
Oh,
for 2
nga
years.
naman pala.
2 years.
That 1 full year they didn't play.
So that's good news for all the LaSalle fans. 17 on the shot clock. Switch. Perkins has Romeo in front of him, but they swing it to the other side with Van Opstal. Double.
That's straight to us.
And a pass to TJ Manotok from Van Opstal.
Still inches from my
Perkins against 2 FEU players able to get it up and in. Perkins has 3 more years, he says. Yellow Cab, big move, celebrate great times with Yellow Cab. Delivery hotline, 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. Kasi yung mga katulad nila Revilla at si Norbert Torres, may pwede yan mag-masters, di ba?
Correct. Within the same school,
correct, yes.
you can. Bawal ay master transferee na nangyari in the past na maraming from different schools, nag-masters na lang sa UAAP school and then pasok sila kaagad.
At yung binanggit niya kanina doon sa interview natin na na-inspire siya doon sa laro ng last game dahil hindi nga niya nakakasama ang pamilya niya. Nasa Canada, most of his family is in Canada. So, which I hope they can get to watch, you know, via the Filipino channel.
I'm sure they find a way.
I'm sure they're very immensely proud of not only that last game, but him coming back.
The way he's come back.
Yeah.
And what he had to come back from. Yes. Goodness.
Again, it's just one thing to be on the court.
I know. And the way he's playing. But turnover here by Revilla.
And a preemptive foul by Gerald Teng. 4-point lead pa rin ang FEU, 31-27. And we look at Axel Torres wearing a Silverworks bracelet. Courtside charmer, Silverworks flip to play. Ruth Gonzalez, DJ Maroto, Judy Sarrell, Ina Ongsiaco, Direct Alneri at the helm of this live and exclusive ABS-CBN Sports presentation. A minute and 30 to play. Romeo gets the screen. Revilla stays with him. Bogoy sets up Colombia. That rebound. Oh, lumaban pa to si Bogoy. Nakuha na ni Van Opstal. At tatawagan si Van Opstal ng tulak. Well, Van Opstal had the position already.
And Bogoy was nowhere near the ball kung talunan ng pag-uusapan. But
was it Bogoy or Mendoza who dove? Well, let's check it out.
Bogoy.
Mendoza.
Mendoza,
McDonald's Instant Somo. Spice up your day with the new McSpicy.
Magkahawig pag nakatalikod kasi parehong medyo brown ang buhok. Although, you know, we should not mistake the number 16 to the number 9. Pero there was some traffic along the way.
Team captain and graduating, Rian Mendoza on the line, missing his first free throw.
He's actually their best three-point shooter. That's 41% from beyond the arc. Kung pag-uusapan ng percentages, ha?
But his flip though today, even the 2 triples that he shot kanina way short, and then the free throws. A little faulty today. Perkins momentarily gets away, enough space for him, goes back up with the ball. Nothing there on the second attempt. Not as easy today. 62 seconds remaining in the half, and a foul called on LA Revilla.
Not a good foul. They are in the penalty. That's going to be 2 free throws. And he was nowhere near his attack zone.
Romeo, 6 points. So far.
He's been quiet. He had that 6 early in the first quarter.
Remember, he had 22 points in that last game, but we also have to highlight the fact that he shot 9 out of 12 from the free throw line in that last game. A lot of them towards the end, remember, when he was getting fouls. Garcia on your screens. Doesn't want this to be his last game in the UAAP. Right now, they're in the lead by 6 with under a minute to play. Agaw na naman. 3-on-1. Romeo asking for it, puts it up and in.
Interesting decision by Talomia. He could have passed to Mendoza, but you want to get the confidence of your top scorer by getting him an easy field goal. Yung maramdaman lang yung sarap na mapasok yung bola because he hasn't had a field goal since the first quarter.
That is the 11th turnover that you're looking at, by the way, for LaSalle. Suzuki fast break of the game brought to you by Suzuki's newest compact sedan, Swift Desire. Suzuki, a way of life. Now, LaSalle is 6th in the league. So 12 officially, it's 12.
12 turnovers.
That is not a good number for LaSalle.
Pero marami rin yung ano.
They average 15 a game.
Pero marami na rin yung FEU. Nakasampu na rin sila. The interesting thing is both teams have only allowed 4 turnover points. So hindi pa masyado nagtitake advantage ng mga turnovers respectively.
Pero masakit to para sa LaSalle dahil sila dehado ng 8 puntos. Revilla Second free throw is good. Now, FEU is 7-1 this season when leading at halftime. Put that in your back pocket for a while. Romeo, sariling biyahe.
Oh, lifting. Turnover here.
A dribbling infraction called on Romeo.
Hindi na tinatawag yung lifting, pero tinawag dun.
Kit Kat press break, join the break movement, have a break, have a Kit Kat. 35-28, 36 seconds remaining. Norbert Torres, Sotros back to Revilla with 16 on their shot clock. And they call the play. There's just a defensive intensity to FEU right now. Revilla not given the same opportunities from outside as Torres gets it up and in, plus the foul.
That's the veteran experience there of Eddie Revilla, driving down the baseline, not finding anything for himself, finding an open Norbert Torres because he got Senchu to commit.
Master winning move, lose the oil, win the game with Master, put your game face on. Not only did Senchu commit, I think his hot shooting in that previous game was to be credited for Tolomia contesting
all the way out.
Challenging
him all the way out. Yung coverage na ng kanyang rotation, no? Lumabas talaga. Rather than a short recover and a rotation there.
So, nagkaroon ng pagkakataon to drive si LA. But again, you can't blame Tolomia. I'm sure their game plan was not to give them those shots this time.
Limit the threes. Kasi nga, even in the post-game press conference, didiretso na ni Coach Juno Soler. Obviously, that's what they're gonna give us, and we were prepared for it.
Yep.
The three-point shooting.
The lead is down to 4. The clock is down to 3. Romeo out to Tolomia in the nick of time at the horn.
Another assist for Terence Romeo. That's assist number 3 for him already, and we're only at the half.
They will check that, but it looks good. That is 9 assists if that shot is counted, TJ, for the team in the first half. Oh, what a way to end the first 20 minutes of this game. Jollibee champ of the quarter is Carl Cruz. He has not missed from the floor. Big Burger goodness like no other. And then, of course, the emphatic finish to the half, courtesy of Romeo's assist and Tolomia's 3 at the horn. 38-31. We will be back. In the previous game, we have to refer to that previous game every now and then, DJ. FEU shot 5% from the three-point area at 1 of 17.
Ngayon,
6 out of 15, yeah. So
40%.
Yep. And in general, they shot 30% from the field. 38-31 is what we begin with at the start of this third quarter. And a missed attempt by Salle right off the bat here. Romeo faking. Sets up Mendoza. So it's Romeo, Mendoza, Bello, Senchu, and Garcia. A very different starting 5 here in the second half.
Adjust si Coach Nash. And with the right hand there, si Mendoza, kaliwete siya. It was a right hand push shot against Teng.
In the meantime, AVO, Teng, Perkins, LA Revilla, and Vosotros, the same starting 5 for DLSU. Yakisobrang move brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap.
Look at that. That right-handed.
He looked very natural when he did that.
Kaya?
Yep.
Who knows, but looked like really good confidence and control with that right hand. That last foul or that, thing, but Senchu bit on the fake again. I saw assistant coach Johnny Barrientos, the smallest guy on the bench of FEU, signal to Senchu, just put your hands up. You're 6'11". No need to bite those fakes from those smaller guys. Just hands up in the air. Kasi pansin natin, mahilig kumagat sa peke itong sila eh. Si Senchu, every little fake, he's up in the air trying to swat the ball already. But if you're just up there, hands up, you're going to intimidate a lot of people already.
Except for him. If he was still playing.
Not John.
He will not be intimidated by
Not
anybody. He will find a way to skirt around you. Missed attempt for FEU. 40-31. This is already the biggest lead. Revilla. Oh, lumabas pa.
Just in and out.
Let's check in with Ina Ongsiako.
Boom
Women TJ, everyone in the dugout earlier did feel a little down by the fact that they were down by 7 points at the end of halftime, but everyone was just encouraging each other by saying, it's just a few points. These next few quarters will be ours. In the end, Coach Juno Salle just reminded everyone and warned everyone that they'll be aggressive even more in the second round. But he says, just keep running our offense, but don't shortcut. Don't shortcut it. We're down 7 points, but we've been shooting the lights out. We've been working on our shots day in and day out, and I'm confident we can make it. Ruben TJ.
Thank you very much, Ina. As we saw a LA Revilla drive there, the goaltending call. McDonald's instant slow-mo. Spice up your day with the new McSpicy. The update from Ina was brought to you by Samsung. Be superlative, Samsung Ativ, Book 9 Lite. It's PC redefined.
I think the point that Coach Juno is trying to drive is that they've been shooting well this last 8 games. And it's just going to come to them as long as they make the game come naturally and rather than forcing their shots. Today, only 33% from the field in the first half.
But
nice
really,
pass.
you got to credit FEU. You know, Jason Perkins has to come up with a shot like that
Napakahirap.
just to make a 2. You're forcing them into tough shots. Garcia thought about it with 12 to shoot. Garcia. Mendoza. Lumapit ng bahagya. Kanan na naman. He gets the miss.
I'm confused. Is he a lefty or right?
Romeo. Senchu. Almost bobbles it, puts it up. Comes up short. And again, an offensive rebound for FEU. They're the ones who are bullying this time, as Coach, if I may borrow Coach Nash Rosella's words. Perfect combination to Perkins from Tang. Pure Food Standard Juicy Chicken Cheese Hot Dog. 40-35 is the score.
But actually, sa dami ng mitis ng Lasal, sila mas maraming offensive rebounds so far today. They have 9 compared to FEU. That was their 6th.
Rebounds in general.
Offensive rebound, yun ha?
Pero rebounds in general.
Lamang din ng Lasal, 28 to 20.
Doesn't feel like it though, TJ, when you're watching the game.
Not an 8 rebound edge, ha?
Oh, another one.
Speaking of rebounds, look who's back. Remember, napalabas siya ng maaga because of 2 early fouls. Itong si Hargrove.
Let's go to Judy Sarrell this time.
Women TJ for the FEU Tamaraws, it's all about sustaining the momentum, energy, and good basketball that they've shown in the first half. According to Coach Nash, he thinks that the DLSU Green Archers might be preparing their all for the end game. That's why he wants his boys to keep on attacking. Lastly, he reminded the Tams to sacrifice a little bit and make those extra passes. That's all for now, Women TJ.
Maraming salamat, Judy. Be superlative, Samsung Ativ, Book 9 Lite. It's PC redefined. And Garcia confusing AVO in that play, using him actually practically, and then getting it up and in for now another 9-point lead. Osotros steps back. Great contest by Hargrove.
In the last couple of misses that FEU has forced, Lasal has been taking shots off the dribble rather than with good ball movement.
Wala pa rin sablay. Itong si Carl Cruz. 14 na puntos. Ang pinakamalaking abante ng FEU. 46-35. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Mall of Asia Arena is where we're at right now, and FEU loving it so far, giving them an 11-point lead. 46-35, 6:22 remaining. Vosotros draws closer, wala pa rin. Oh, Vosotros has had a miserable day today.
He has been attempting, he's been taking his shots.
Mendoza free for a 3. Oh, that would have been big.
Yep, it's the whole bench of FEU anticipated that one. It's now ballooned to an 11-point lead, Boom.
Biggest lead under 6 minutes. 8-game winning streak for Salle. Vosotros will try again, and he misses everything. Revilla saves that possession.
That's big. They badly needed that to stop the bleeding.
Sorry, TJ. Vosotros is trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
But he should keep shooting, but within the rhythm of the offense, not just forcing his shots. I think it's interesting to see how patient Coach Juno will be to keep him on the floor.
Oh, binawi ni Mendoza. Also about Vosotros, TJ. some coaches will always say, if it's not working, you gotta do other things on the floor.
Exactly, by setting your teammates up, driving kick out, which is what he can do as well.
Revilla na naman as we see this lineup on the floor brought to you by Haynes, America's leading underwear brand. Boy, the confidence level of L.A. Revilla is sky high.
You can sense with those last two shots, he's got that mode of, I think I gotta take over for now.
49-40. Cruz is 6 out of 6 from the field. Hargrove against Torres. Comes up short. Torres with an easy rebound. Revilla looking ahead. Revilla gives it to Teng. Revilla. Hesitation move. Pulls back. Inside to Norbert Torres. A soft double on him. 9 on the shot clock for LA Revilla to decide on what to do. 5. Revilla gets a foul.
With 3.7 to go in the shot clock.
Look at this. Wishy, oh wow, moment of the game. Open up to everyday surprises. Climbing the ladder, Anthony Hargrove with that one. And a Master winning move, lose the oil, win the game with Master. Put your game face on. R.R. Garcia, just very smooth and drives like those. And then we got a great taste white, grade 3. Our coffee is white, great taste white, Revilla. And so far today, 12 points to lead LaSalle. You know what's been quiet? The front court of LaSalle.
Yes, I was just looking at it. I wanted to look at the inside points. They only have 20 points in the paint so far. That's not so bad, considering they average 31 points in the paint per ball game. But it's who is scoring those points in the paint. Not necessarily their bigs.
Just as I say that, Norbert Torres, on his way down, kisses it off the glass. 4 minutes to play. 7-point lead for FEU. Colombia with that big shot to end the half earlier. Sets up Hargrove.
Hinali pa. He could have gone straight up and actually dunked on whoever was there for LaSalle, but he brought it down.
Revilla. Oh, risky.
Very risky pass there.
Left-handed too.
Malayo na at nandun pa si Hargrove talaga sa passing lane.
And telegraph too. Colombia, top of the circle, 3! No. Perkins with position. 7th rebound of the game. Teng asking for isolation against Colombia. Colombia banging bodies. Teng fades away, turns around, puts it up and in.
Tough shot with 3 guys sagging down on him, but Teng getting the separation and the fadeaway.
This is a 6-0 run by LaSalle to cut the lead down to 5. Join the break movement. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. The lead is down to 5 on a 6-0 run for DLSU. Biggest lead of the ball game was 11 for FEU, which led most of this game. Happy to have you with us on this Wednesday afternoon. Sana nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan habang nanonood ng LaSalle FEU. LaSalle, isa lang po ang kailangang mapanalo para makapunta sa finals in season 76. Celebrate great times with Yellow Cab delivery hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. Back to live action. Terrence Romeo with 12 points across his name to reinstall a 7-point lead.
That time around, patiently coming closer inside with a 17-footer rather than a 3-pointer over the smaller LA Revilla.
Raymar Jose is now in the game for FEU, bodying up against Norbert Torres. Torres operating, drawing the foul.
And then ang seal deep inside when he gave Revilla a good angle for a post-entry pass.
Fubu fearless shot for us by Fubu International. Jaron Teng wanting to take over in that last possession. Fade away, turnaround jumper. Numbers on Torres. 2:32 to play. Revilla playing heavy minutes here.
Yep.
In this game.
Revilla so far 20 minutes already.
Thomas Torres dispatched here by Coach Juno Salle. Let's see who he will replace.
And Norbert Torres has quietly gone double digits now. 10 points, 5 rebounds.
Romeo. Bello attacks. Bogoy. Romeo again. Romeo inside to Jose.
What a pass.
Oh, those bonus points now. from the bench.
6 assists now for Terence Romeo Boom. Remember, he only had 1 assist in 36 minutes in the last game.
Hey, remember, he started this season with a triple-double.
That's right.
And at one point was averaging 5 assists a game. Dang. Perkins for 3, short. And a foul by Jose.
So back-to-back miscues on the defensive end for Jose.
Tignan muna natin itong dime.
Gandang pasa.
ni Romeo. Letting everybody commit to him. Pure Foods, no hassle play. Pure Foods, crisp and juicy wingers, no bones, no hassle. Revilla will sit down. Torres will come back in as Perkins will shoot 3 free throws.
Remember, Perkins is above 50% three-point shooter. He's actually
52.
shooting 52. 11 of 21 coming into this game.
65% from the line, and he misses his first. As you look at Coach Juno Salle, one of the things he changed as soon as he took over, everybody dormed, was housed together, and twice a day practice. Right away.
For the 2 weeks that he had before the start of the
Twice
season.
a day practice. And part of it, there was, you know, there were the practices, there was physical conditioning. There was a mental conditioning part of his practices. So
Interesting.
yung sinasabi nila. 1 out of 3 from that trip for Jason Perkins. Romeo crossing over, that's a foul by Vosotros.
And he's asking for continuation.
He was going to
wants
pass
2
the
free
ball,
throws.
yeah. He was going to pass the ball though. Joe Pascual, Haynes seat surprise winner, Haynes America's leading underwear brand. Screen for Romeo against Thomas Torres. Bogoy inside to Jose. Jose, wild shot. Vosotros gets the rebound. Deng barrels his way.
Oh, good
Jose
block.
rejects. Jose, the ball is still in play. Torres puts it up. No! And a foul will be called on LaSalle.
It's going to be on Perkins.
Torres trying to stretch his legs. Bostic Tapal, king of the game, brought to you by Bostic Super Bowl kasi you gotta give it to these players. Cruz, Mendoza, Jose doing whatever it takes to stay alive this season, TJ. Brought to you now, substitution, as I mentioned, the aforementioned Mendoza, brought to you by Smart Music, where music lives.
And you saw the minutes that Jose had to play because Hargrove picked up his 3rd foul already, and Senju hasn't just been as effective as Coach Nash is hoping him to be, even at least on the defensive end.
Mendoza tries a 3, got
In
it!
rhythm. In rhythm, catch and shoot. The number 1 3-point shooter, averaging 41% from beyond the arc.
The lead is back to 9 with 49 seconds remaining. Everybody chipping in. That's what desperation does, TJ, sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Wakes you up.
No more tomorrow for FEU. Deng sets up AVO, puts it up and in! And the foul.
Extra pass by Dang. He could have taken the tough shot as well, but he saw the cutting, saw AVO.
I think he wanted to initially dunk that ball, but yeah, Senchu tried to recover, so he adjusts. A Fubu fearless shot for us. Bias Fubu International. AVO is back on the line. He is 0 of 4 today.
Youch. 0 for 5 for AVO. That's his first 2 points of the game.
Yun ang nga yung sinasabi natin, the front line.
Oh,
Struggled today.
quiet today.
Romeo, malakas. Deng, nakuha ang bola. And a foul. Mendoza.
That's penalty.
And a technical will be called. And here's the thing, Coach Eric Gonzalez already came out to try to stop
Put him away,
Mendoza from saying anything, but there was already something said. Pero tingnan muna natin. Yun yung foul, yung
That's a foul.
hatak.
He clearly pulled him.
He said something to the referee, and now Coach Eric Gonzalez,
Coach Eric heard it clearly right in front of him.
little
And he
too late.
fouls out.
Yun ang masakit
Ouch.
doon.
Kasi dalawang foul back-to-back yun. You're fouled, And the defensive
technical foul.
Technical foul is,
Oh,
is a
wow.
foul as well. So he only had 3 prior to that. And he's been playing well. 8 points, 3 out of 8 from the field, 7 rebounds as well.
And the defense too, as
Yep.
Deng and Romeo now start hollering at each other. I told you, they're all getting chippy. This is what happens when you play each other. What, this is the fourth time?
meeting this season, yep.
LaSalle, by the way, may I just mention, they're 10 of 19 from the line as a team right now.
Coaching staff of LaSalle begging for a technical foul because they're saying Romeo spoke to Deng when he already had the ball.
Okay.
So that should be either a warning or a
Okay.
technical for disconcerting.
Okay.
When you see players try to do mind games to guys who are going to the free throw line, but you can't talk to them anymore when they're at the free throw line with the ball.
With the ball, of course, Salle, yes. And Jeron Deng, as we said, from 38% in the first round, as you look at Jeron Deng, to 60, let me just get it correctly, 62% in the second round. And as you mentioned also, in the fourth quarter has been big. And now Romeo continues.
And there's 2 free throws before the foul.
Yes,
that was
correct.
for the unsportsmanlike foul. So then we're going to have ball possession.
And this is smart for Coach Nash Rosella. He takes out Romeo, puts in Inigo. Dahil mainit eh. Baka may gawin pang masama dahil yun na nga. Bonus points na yung binibigay sa LaSalle dito. And all of a sudden, TJ, this is down to a 5-point lead.
Correct. And if I'm not mistaken, ball possession po ito ng LaSalle.
It is.
Kasi dapat 2 free throws na again because it was a regular foul with penalty. So there should have been
Right.
rebounders. But since there was a technical foul,
Right. So-
4 free throws and ball possession.
So that's 3 out of 4. So all of a sudden,
Wow.
that's just a 4-point lead. This already went up to 11 for FEU. It's a wasted opportunity on mental errors.
To begin with, that was a useless foul.
It was.
12 seconds to go, you foul a guy in the backcourt during penalty. That was a useless. He wasn't even going for the steal. He just really pulled the hip of Deng.
And the reaction after.
Correct.
And even their coaching staff knew it. So here, 7 to shoot. Jeron Deng against Pogoy. Deng gumawa ng paraan. Wala. And Pogoy with a rebound. And that will do it for the 30 minutes here. Elimination game for FEU. Their backs against the wall. And they've led most of the game. 11 being the largest. Now down a 4. 56-52. Jollibee champ of the quarter, big burger goodness like no other, is L.A. Revilla. He has made big shots for DLSU. 12 points for him so far. 8-game winning streak, doesn't matter right now for LaSalle. They want to get to the finals, and it all will depend today. Final Four action. Heating up here as we enter the fourth quarter. LaSalle ends it on a 5-0 run. The 2 points by Van Opsel. He was not able to complete the 3-point play, but 3 out of 4 for Jeron Deng from the free throw line, which now brings us to 56-52.
That was big. It was a 9-point lead there prior to that.
By the way, Mendoza graduates, as we said, 8
Literally.
points.
Could be literally.
Might be his last game
Yeah.
if they lose. All of those 8 points were in the third quarter.
Wow. So he was part of that big run to help FEU get their biggest lead of the game.
Correct. So that's why, if you're rooting for FEU, that is huge. That is painful. Now it's time for the other players to step up. Pogoy comes up short. Battle for the loose ball. Pogoy wins out. Overshoots that one. 2 FEU Tamaraws going for the ball.
Hindi nagkaamuyan. Sayang yun. If one of them just backed off and allowed the other one to save it to another teammate.
Torres, Deng, Norbert Torres, Thomas Torres, ABO, and Vosotros, who has played heavy minutes despite shooting 2 of 13 from the field. Another turnover here. Deng wanted to attack already. Didn't have possession of the spheroid. Pogoy all day to shoot the 3. Lumabas pa. Deng with another rebound. That is his 6th of the game. Deng accelerates, sets up Norbert Torres. Torres short jumper, nope. Foul, they call. No, traveling.
Kasi 2 FEU teammates
Na
again
naman.
fighting over the possession. I mean, it was Senchu and Bello.
56-52. Nope. Again, For those who are not in the know, if Salle wins, they go to the finals. If FEU wins, we all see each other on Saturday again. Agaw na naman. Another turnover. Pogoy. Inilaglag kay RR.
Good decision by Pogoy.
He waited for Jeron to leave his feet.
Correct. He made the defense commit first.
Lead is back to 6. Perkins getting ready to come back in. Dang. Settles for the jumper. Let's go to Ina Ongsiako right now.
Movement TG, the first thing Coach Salle pointed out to the boys was that the lead earlier was 11 points. That was the biggest lead FEU had on us. And coming into the fourth quarter, we brought it down to 4. He says it's because we took care of the little things like protecting the paint and getting the flow on our offense. So for the next 10 minutes, let's execute to the finals. He says they're getting technical fouls and warnings. We should have none of those for us. Keep your head in the game. Lastly, he said that if he had to grade the way the boys played in the first few quarters, he would give them a failing mark. So let's get our A game this quarter and make this our last matchup against FEU this season. Boom and TJ.
The superlative, Samsung Ativ, Book 9 Light, it's PC Redefined. Thank you, Ina. Unfortunately for your team, as Coach Juno was trying to make those rhyme, they start the quarter with 3 turnovers right away.
Correct. Back-to-back turnovers, and all of a sudden, it's back to a 7-point lead here for FEU.
59-52, Perkins and Revilla back. Vosotros will sit down. Torres gets into the thick of that one and now huling sumundot. Etong si Terrence Romeo.
There's 2 more free throws coming the way of LaSalle.
Haynes Cup for Team in Action. Haynes, America's leading underwear brand. Also, let's check out the Suzuki Fast Pick of the Game, brought to you by Suzuki's newest compact sedan, Swift Desire, Suzuki, a way of life.
Interestingly, Boone,
1 of 3 is Thomas Stars. Yes,
this
TJ.
will be the 24th and 25th free throw attempts of LaSalle. They've only hit 13. FEU is only 5 out of 9. Ang laki ng difference ng amount of attempts nila.
Carl Cruz is getting ready to check back in for FEU. 1 out of 2 as we go to Judy Sarrell.
Women TJ, sa mga huling minuto nga ng third quarter ay napasigaw itong tahimik na si Coach Salle at sinabing wala kayong disiplina eh. Hawak na natin ang game, ibinibigay pa natin. Dagdag ni Coach, dapat magkontrol ng sarili ang bawat isa sa kanila, lalo na ngayong fourth quarter at kung maaari daw ay makipagpatayan sila sa pag-rebound. Lastly, Women TJ, narinig ko si Kapitan Ryan Mendoza nang pinaalalahanan niya ang teammates niya. Sabi niya, kahit anong mangyari, lumaban tayo para may susunod pa tayong team practice. Boom!
Yan na nga, Judy, sinasabi namin kanina, no? Mental errors helping LaSalle to come back. Be superlative, Samsung Ativ, Book 9 Light, it's PC Redefined. Galit na galit si Coach Nash dun sa huling pangyayari.
Yep.
Dun sa third quarter, Romeo, ibinaba. Uy, hindi pa rin naipasok ni Carl Cruz, who has missed his last 2 attempts, by the way. Dang! Drops to AVO. AVO, pumeke pa!
Good patient move by AVO against Senchu.
May pagod na to si Senchu.
He's not jumping anymore. You can see him huffing and puffing, going back down the
Oh,
court.
Agaw, Revilla puts it up and in! What a swing!
And
4 straight points.
Down to a 2-point lead.
Just as FEU is looking like it's going to get away again. Garcia tries a 3. No, Senchu, no lift anymore.
Nah, he couldn't even tap it to a teammate.
And Hargrove's actually getting ready to come back in.
Correct.
AVO trying to take advantage of the winded Senchu. And he does! And we are tied, only the 4th tie of the game. 59 all, 6:37 to play. Listen to this crowd. Back in a moment. Balik po tayo dito sa Mall of Asia Arena. Van Opstal, TJ, all of his 6 points here in the second half. 3 out of 4 from the field. Yakisobrang move brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap. Ito naman ang ating master winning move. Courtesy of LA Revilla. Yung kanyang agaw. Lose the oil, win the game with master. Put your game face on. 7-0 run, TJ, para
Sa LaSalle.
sa LaSalle. And again, AVO, all of his 6 points in the second half. Garcia, they need him. Or this guy. comes up short. Nobody else rebounding for FEU in that sequence. So Perkins all alone. Avio's asking for it, and he's called
It's a
for
bit
the
of a late call.
offensive foul. Yes.
It's a bit of a late call.
Pero halata.
Nag-react na muna si Hardgrove na nasaktan talaga siya. And so the ref decided that it was not a flop and it was real contact.
We're tied. As we look at this Lucky Me Supreme moment, brought to you by Lucky Me Supreme. Live Supreme. 59 all, 6:10 remaining. Romeo for 3. No! Anthony Hardgrove with fresh legs gets the rebound. Cruz puts it up. Wala pa rin. Hardgrove again. Salle.
Wow.
Hardgrove on the third try.
Just not giving up on the play.
Wow, what an effort by the New Jersey native.
And remember, he's got fresh legs off the bench.
Yun
So
na
he's
nga.
spent a lot of time in this game on the bench because of early 2 fouls, and then he picked up his third early in the third quarter as well.
Stays with the play and breaks the deadlock 61-59. Well, he's always had hops. We always do that. And Perkins will move out for Norbert Torres. Kanina, wala na halos nagre-rebound para sa FEU, TJ.
Hindi na sila makatalon.
Pumasok lang yung Hardgrove, tatlo sa isang sequence. At nandun din si Carl Cruz, nakipagbanggaan.
And remember, this is the usual, one of the smallest lineups of Coach Nash with Tolomia, Romeo, and Garcia on the floor at the same time.
Oh, they gotta go. If they're gonna go out, they gotta go out guns blazing
Yep.
with their
All the weapons there.
oriented.
That's been their identity.
Offense,
That's
yeah.
been their identity. It's a guard-oriented team.
And right now, they're the ones ahead, 61-59. Torres for 3, short. Torres picks up the loose ball, sumaksak. And we'll go back to the line. Nobody getting the rebound, and Torres tracks it down.
Long rebound.
Yeah.
Defense was scrambling because there was a soft double team on Geronteng.
Spice up your day with the new McSpicy McDonald's instant slow-mo. It just bounces to him. Go back to the line. Gets that one to trickle in. 61-60. 5:30 to play. Perkins and Vosotros will have to wait. 8-game winning streak. They lose, they live another day. FEU does. If LaSalle loses, that's what FEU wants. A winner-take-all match on Saturday. Tied again for the fifth time. Enchanted defense. Cruz for 3. Gets it to go.
Oh, man. What a game for Carl Cruz. 17 points now for him.
And a 3-point. Oh, they call it a long 2. I
Long
believe.
2. Okay.
63-61.
So 16 points for Carl Cruz.
Tang double team on him. Tang nowhere to go. Almost Torres. Drive, sidestep, sets up
Nice drop
Torres.
pass.
Torres to Torres. And we're tied up again, 63 all. Patibayan ng loob itong FEU at DLSU. Garcia. Cruz cuts. Babies the jumper. And a foul from behind.
That's his foul.
He was too open for comfort, TJ.
And at an awkward spot. That's his 5th foul, by the way.
Oh,
So he
wow.
fouls out as well.
Oh, wow.
So 2 guys off the bench who played so well for them. Mendoza and Cruz now cannot finish this game.
That's a perfect combination. Pure Food Standard Juicy Chicken Cheese Hot Dog. Cruz draining the 3. Cruz and Mendoza. Now FEU's got to dig down deep. From a personnel standpoint, at least.
Very small lineup now with Pogoy playing the 4 position.
Norbert Torres out to Thomas Torres. Thought about the 3. They got 2 to shoot. Norbert attacks.
Oh, huge shot.
At the horn. And all of a sudden, the lead shifts to DLSU. That is only the 5th lead change of the game. The first 4 were way early in this game.
Yep.
Pogoy will try to swing it back. Gets it to go!
Wow.
What a game.
You're seeing clutch shots, Boom, by guys who are not afraid to take the big shots right now.
This is what it's all about. And a foul for Romeo.
Di pa sila penalty.
Pero
luckily
para
for him.
Tama. Do more player of the game brought to you by Rexona. Won't let you down. Norbert Torres at the horn gave them the lead. But Pogoy getting it back with a cold-blooded 3. Romeo and Deng continue to talk to each other. Garcia, the veteran, also not to be outdone there. Let's look at this. Shake of the game brought to you by Mogu Mogu. You gotta chew. Again at the horn, just right on time.
With Hargrove to challenge it as well.
A lot of jostling down for position. That paint area for Salle. 16-second shot clock. Torres pops out. Torres wanted to go inside, yeah.
Risky pass. He had a double team with him, could not get through.
And it's time for Vosotros to come back, says Juno Salle. Garcia steps back for 3. I think Thomas Torres got a piece of that.
Not a good shot as well. Early in the shot clock, forcing a 3.
Deng gets it back with another 15-second shot clock to work with. He wants to back down on R.R. Garcia. Pogo is waiting to double team. Deng twirls, puts up a looper, and is fouled by Anthony Hargrove.
It's 2 free throws.
I think on the release, yun ang tinawag ni referee Villanueva.
Regardless, they are in the penalty now.
Hinabol yata ng ano. Yun yung gesture that referee Villanueva made.
Small foul, but kung wala sa penalty yun, it might be a sideline inbound. But nonetheless, there is penalty for both teams right now. For FEU, Salle has one more foul to give.
66-65, not anymore.
Jeron Deng,
6 out of 7 from the line.
huge today in the free throw line. Ano na ba average na ngayon?
62%.
62%
from 31
something in the first
31
round.
in the first round. Oh, he gets a miss. He gets it back.
Mental lapse there for FEU. You cannot afford that in a close game like this in the dying minutes.
3 minutes to play. L.A. Revilla. Risky pass, he gets it back.
Shot clock reset because there was a change of possession. According to the table officials,
Coach Nash says no.
tapik lang daw ang inaangal niya.
Perkins rotates it to Deng. Deng puts it up and in.
That's big. That's big there. Salle was able to use more time on the clock. There's discretion yan ng table officials if they see that ball change hands in terms of possession.
68-66 Salle. 2:25 to play. Garcia to Tolomia for another 3. Off the back iron, long shot, long rebound. Romeo asking for it against Revilla.
He's been quiet.
Revilla asking, Romeo asking for a pick. Pogoy with 10 to shoot. A lot of time for FEU. Masyadong malakas yung pasa. But Anthony Hargrove recovering. Garcia for 3. No!
In and out, and that's a hard smack on the head.
Yup, an unsportsmanlike foul.
Good call by the ref there, even though it was not intentional to go for the head, but he did hit all head.
Colombia readily apologizes to Deng. That is big. By the way, we enter the last 2 minutes. Simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now.
Ang layo naman sa bola. At saka may follow through to pull back. If you're gonna inadvertently hit the head, you're still trying to go for the ball, that's fine. But there was a follow through and he pulled it back. He pulled the head. Napapa-UFC na ako eh. Pulled the head back.
Well, 2 things. Good on Jeron Deng for not reacting.
Yep.
And another thing is Mike Colombia has no reputation of hurting other players.
Yes, as well.
No, I'm just saying that
Correct.
as a fact. But
true.
that being said, it's a sportsmanlike.
It is a good call. It's a right call.
And Jeron Deng again knocking down free throws here. 69-66. FEU and Salle dragging each other into the deep waters of this game once again.
So 7 out of 10 now. Jeron Deng today.
FEU is 8-1 when they lead after 3 quarters. As you look at Revilla, who might be our Appleton most improved player this season. Watch out. The averages are 5.53, but he's got 14 and 7. He's played big in the last 2 games for Salle, and he has the ball right now. Hesitation, he loses it, and it will stay with Salle with 9.
I don't know about these isolation plays for Salle. know, they were doing well before with the pick and rolls, ball swing, ball movement, but
And that's why Coach
see.
Juno,
Yep.
I think they're going to review that last call. Let's see first. Miss
mahirap.
McDonald's instant slow-mo,
That's
spice
tough.
up your day with the new McSpicy.
From that angle,
Yeah, so
slow-mo na yun, ha? Yep, the refs are requesting for another one.
we have to see this
We'll
repeatedly.
see.
Because remember, we are within the 2-minute mark, the last 2 minutes. So
They can review every single out-of-bound play. That's close.
very close. We'll look at it again.
Parang left hand ni LA, no? Parang LA's left hand. That was the last touch.
Garcia
We're actually
with
looking at our
another
monitors here. So they want another angle here. We're requesting for another replay. Here we go. So maybe it looked like, to me, the left hand of LA was the last touch. So it looks like LA's last touch.
Last touch on green daw. I think they're going to reverse it to FEU.
So the ref patiently looked at it over and over again.
Didn't even offer them a donut.
May kagat na eh. May kagat na eh. Jahi naman.
How rude.
Jahi naman. Pero pumasok sa bahay. Kain mo na.
69-66, a minute and 35 to play. It is gut check time for La Salle at FEU. Garcia, the veteran. Risky pass again.
Off pass into a guy who's not known to have good hands. I don't see Hargrove. Bobbled the reception.
3-point lead and ball possession for La Salle. And the veteran LA Revilla handling it. Go to Deng with 7. Deng against Bello. Deng for 3! And FEU gets possession with under a minute to play. Romeo now. Romeo from way out.
Man, that's a long shot with what, 19 seconds on the shot
There's
clock.
some questionable shots
Oh,
from
yeah.
both sides,
Yep.
DJ.
Nerves are getting into the play now.
I think so.
Hindi na masyado na pag-iisipan yung ginagawa nila. No need to foul for FEU. One possession game.
Revilla fakes the pass. Goes out to Deng with 9 to shoot. Deng draws closer.
Good
Deng.
defense by Bello.
Revilla with 5 to shoot. Romeo is up. It is grilled. Perkins turns around. The rebound, scramble, and the ball will go to FEU. What a sequence the last 4 times for both teams.
I'm holding my breath. I'm tense
They
here.
need to
The refs
review
want
it
to
again.
double check. Refs want to double check. So we're asking our directors to see a replay of that last out of bounds play. Pero yung kasama nila mukhang ready mag-inbound. Teka lang. So, eto na. Here we go. Here's that turnaround by Perkins to beat the shot clock buzzer.
Yep. Another
Ooh.
tough one.
It looks like Norbert was the last touch. So the refs concurring their call altogether.
Okay. So the Tamaraws will keep possession. 23 seconds remaining. La Salle with a 3-point lead. They are 23 seconds.
FEU Boom has a timeout remaining. So they don't need a 3 yet. Here's a closer look. There you go, Norbert.
Norbert Torres,
There you
with the
go.
last touch.
Good close-up by our director.
McDonald Simpson slow-mo, spice up your day with the
RR jacks up the 3. Boom.
Oh, wow!
There.
And now they need to
Now
foul.
they need to foul. And
And
they
they
do.
foul Revilla.
Wow, no
La Salle.
need for a 3 there, but he had a look. RR had a look there. I wouldn't say wide open, but he had a look. He didn't have to force it with a hand in his face.
La Salle is 13 seconds away from going back to the finals. Something that has happened since 2008. DJ, remember what I told you in the first quarter? FEU's 10 wins. Di pa tapos to, ha?
Not yet.
But FEU's 10 wins, 70 points.
Na mauna sa 70 points.
Oo.
And they're
All
only
of
at
the 10
66
wins.
right now. They're only at 66 right now. If you like those,
Yeah.
trivias with the
Yes.
statistics,
Revilla needs one to put pressure on FEU here.
to make it a 2-possession game.
And he does.
So FEU will call their last timeout.
This is not a one-ball game.
Biggest timeout here for Coach Nash Rosella this season so far. Let's see how he can keep his composure and call a good play for them.
We'll take a break, TJ. We'll come right back right away here at the Mall of Asia Arena. Well, we were eavesdropping during the timeout, during the commercial break, and Coach Nacho Salle had a very controlled timeout. DJ, your thoughts?
Well, it's winning time for FEU. And you're going to see some options here for them. You can either go to R.R. Garcia or Terrence Romeo here. Remember, this is one of their smallest lineups, so it's going to be tough to get an offensive rebound. Tinanggal pa si Hargrove. It's Bello and Pogoy are their backcourt.
And now,
Coach, by the way.
Coach Juno makes a substitution of his own.
Adjusting to the smaller lineup.
Well, Tapos to replace Torres.
Pulls out Norbert Torres. And interestingly, Salle has a foul to give. Salle has one foul to give here before they get the penalty.
I love Perkins. He approaches Mac Bello, says, "Sup?"
Hindi trash talking. What's up lang sabi niya.
Romeo. Bello for three.
Wow.
No.
RR was open. And Terrence
But
didn't
it's
see
their
him.
ball. It's still their ball.
RR was wide open on the left
he?
side. He just did not see him. Well, he was covered by the double team.
Hindi
Wala rin
nakita,
siyang passing angle. Mas libre yung passing angle niya kay Bello.
And that's why they wanted Tampos there for that quick double on Romeo. 7.1, Coach Nash. And the coaching staff right now at the edge of their seats. Nakatayo na mga tao dito sa Mall of Asia Arena. They wanted a quick two, they got it. They're going to go for a foul, obviously.
But LaSalle has a timeout.
That's right.
Interesting, LaSalle didn't use their foul to give.
So we'll take a break. Back in a moment. FEU, the last team to overcome a twice-to-beat disadvantage right now on the ropes with 5.8. They're going to foul for sure.
They're going to foul for sure, and Coach Juno Salle reminded his boys to hold on to the ball well because they're going to foul with an attempt to steal it as well.
Perkins double team and foul.
So Perkins will go to the line.
LaSalle as a team is 19 of 33.
Perkins today 1 out of 3.
Perkins is 1 out of 3. In the fourth quarter, LaSalle is 6 out of 10 as a team. It is a 2-point lead. FEU doesn't have a timeout.
No more
left.
timeouts for FEU, but 4.4 seconds is enough time to get a rebound or an inbound if he makes a second one and still get a good 3-point shot. Maybe not a layup anymore, but if they get a good long pass, it is possible. But that's, if you're LaSalle, that's one thing you're going to deny. You're going to deny a layup. Big free throws for Perkins here.
His first year. And he feels it right away.
Yep.
4.4. LaSalle has outscored FEU 18-12 in this quarter after being down 4 at the turn of the quarter. Perkins. Oh,
Trickles in. Just trickles in.
Nanukso pa.
4 seconds to go.
Romeo.
Not looking to pass. That's a foul
That's
to
the
give.
foul to give.
But I wouldn't want to do that because he was going to heave it from half court. Now you give him a chance to get an inbound at a closer angle with 1.6 time for a catch, fake, dribble, and shoot even.
Hirap talaga
Let him heave it at half court.
Mahirap minsan mag-desisyon talaga.
Yun na nga.
Ano, sa mga ganyang pagkakataon.
So yan, makaka-target pa yung inbounder. No? Mas malapit na tira.
And they go to Romeo right away. No! LaSalle goes back to the finals on the strength of a 9-game winning streak.
Unbelievable streak for LaSalle. The longest streak this season so far.
An RCBC Savings Bank life-changing move. RCBC Savings Bank, my loans, it's life-changing. This was crucial, TJ.
This is huge to beat the shot clock buzzer. To make it, to avoid a turnover there.
And this is the part where you see players on the floor celebrate and the others bowing their heads in heartbreak. And some of the players for FEU, a couple of them graduating, Mendoza and Garcia. Congratulations, LaSalle, the winning team, Bonchon of the game, powered by Bonchon Chicken. Team Bonchon for the win. (71-68). You have Romeo's head is down. R.R. Garcia and Mendoza playing their last game.
Last game, exactly.
Yeah. And what about the graduation? Well, let's not use the word, but the elimination out of fouls for Cruz and Mendoza in this game.
Yep.
Huge for FEU.
That's huge.
the FEU team, Coach Nash Rosella telling everybody to keep their heads up high, but encapsulate the season for us, TJ, especially after sweeping the first round.
What a roller coaster season, up and down. 7-0, first 7 games, first round, everything looked incredible for FEU. And then, with that long break because of the FIBA Asia break, they were not able to keep their momentum and their I guess the mental aspect of their momentum, and they were going 3 and 5, only winning 3 out of the last 8 games in the second round.
We'll take a break. We'll give you our post-game awards, and maybe, just maybe, get to talk to Coach Juno Soler after these. Hang on, please. We're back here at the Mall of Asia Arena for the post-game, the wrap-up here, the 71-68 win for DLSU, which catapults them to the finals of the UAAP season 76. Let's give you first some post-game awards. Jollibee champ of the game, Big Burger goodness like no other. Who's your choice, TJ?
Well, we're giving this one to the little guy who showed so much heart these last 2 games.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, it goes to Jeron Teng, 15 points. Add to that 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Great overall game for Jeron Teng, as he did everything he could, including some crucial free throws in the 4th quarter. Again, we can't stop noting that here in the second round.
Of course. You also want to give credit to LA Revilla, I know that.
Yep.
But first, let's give our PS Bank Maasahan player of the game. Simple lang mag-report sa PS Bank, open a savings account now. Now's your turn to do that.
There you go. So this one goes to LA Revilla, as he was, if you could pick 2 best players of the game, it really goes to Teng and Revilla, but he was huge in the clutch as well. He had his spurts in the game, and he kept the composure of the team. Vosotros was not playing well. Thomas Torres was not playing as well as expected as well, but L. Revilla really kept the head of this team together on the court, just as Coach Juno Soler begged them to keep their focus in the game.
Let's give you an update for our Gatorade Fuel duel of the game. Definitely fueled for the win with Gatorade. Well, Romeo will win this matchup. He is pretty much the consensus MVP of the league also, but I'm sure he's incredibly saddened with how the season turned out.
Yep, I'm sure he'd rather give away any of those individual awards to go to the finals and bring his team to the finals and have a chance to win the championship this year.
Well, speaking of bringing his team to the finals,